It's a lot of powerful, whoa, oh my god, I haven't gotten this excited about reading in a minute. Wow. Okay, so there's definitely fast movement coming through here. We have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, followed by the Knight of Wands. So it's almost like this rush of energy that is about to enter your life, and this is like specifically for you. So this rush of energy, it's like a burst of momentum, of like forward movement in something. And this is what wowed me with the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Empress. Does this not feel incredibly powerful? It almost gives me the sense of like a rush of emotional intelligence, emotional intuition. It's like you're about to be right about something that's going to validate so much trust for yourself. It's going to validate your strength, your resilience, your perseverance, and not just that, but it's going to validate who you are as a person. I just keep hearing that you're going to come out on top of this situation. Like there's not a single timeline that exists here where you don't come out better, like on the other side of whatever it is that you're about to experience. And the Empress card, there's something so like dark and seductive about this energy, and I'm being told a wish is about to come true. So maybe you wished for someone or something to enter your life. That wish is about to come true, and you're about to get yours, is what I'm being told. Like you're about to like get what's due or get what's owed. For some reason, the image of a library is coming through. So books may be significant here. Reading, maybe you like to read, maybe your person likes to read, maybe you're going to meet this person in a setting where books are very prominent, or maybe you're even thinking about becoming an author. There's a lot of different scenarios here. But with the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups, this is like emotional overflow. Emotional barriers being broken is what I'm being told here. And it's specifically, this is specifically surrounding a person, but it doesn't feel separate from you for some reason. So that if this is another person, this is definitely a divine counterpart. This is like somebody who is a mirror of you. So it's like you are me as I am you type of energy with you and this person. Because it feels more like your energy, like you're about to receive fulfillment in a way that you haven't reached. It's like a level that you haven't reached before. Things feel like they're settling down. So like it's like a situation where things feel like they're settling in for the long haul is what I'm hearing. And my eyes were drawn back to this Knight of Wands. There's something very innocent, very pure about this energy as well. It's like you genuinely wish no harm to other people, and that is going to be returned to you in so many different scenarios in your life. It's like I'm seeing that you came from a background of like paranoia or like fear, or even just like people who you are surrounded with live in a state of fear or worry or anxiety. Like this definitely feels like mother-father energy coming through here. And you were always able to see through that. You were always able to see the other side of things. And what I'm hearing is that you're going to be rewarded for your innocence, like for your purity of heart, for the way that you give to this world, to others. With the Queen of Swords here, though, I'm hearing like you're not somebody who someone wants to mess with, for sure. It's like you are both sides. It's like you have both energies within you. You're very controlled of yourself is what's coming through. That's something that you've been working on mastering. And with the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups here, somebody has been led to believe, for some reason what's coming through is like you are greater than they imagined you would be. So I feel like this is the energy of like you're about to show people who you are. Like you're about to show someone who you are. And I'm being shown the scene from the Home Alone movie where Kevin is like, I'm not afraid anymore in the park. And then he goes and like sets up this whole plan, this whole house. Like he's like, Kevin is playing chess, okay? So you're definitely in this. And again, that to me is tied heavily to this Empress energy where it's like, you're no longer afraid. And not only are you not afraid, but you're willing to play the devil's game. Like you're overcoming obstacles and trials that have stopped so many other people in their tracks. You're different. You are moving further and you will not be stopped. Like this will come like reunited. Like you will be reunited with your true soul family, including your true soul love. So we're about to get to the good part. I'm not afraid anymore. You're entering the good part. So get ready. You are ready. Just be aware that you're in preparation for what is to come. I'm very excited for you. If you feel called to dive in further, I offer personal sessions, emails, video recordings. I also have my full moon ceremony up and coming, so tickets are now available. You can click the link in my bio to visit my website, and I look forward to it if you do. I'm being told that you're only receiving half of the truth. So there's something being said to you, but there's also something being hidden to you, and it does feel like true feelings. Confirmed with the Ten of Wands, I feel like this person's feelings for you are actually more intense than they're letting on. Like this person likes to play it cool, calm, and collected, but we do have the Death and Transformation here. Now, there could be a greater reason for this, a greater purpose for this person kind of withholding the truth a little bit. I think they're trying to either protect you from something or even someone specifically is what's coming through. They could even be trying to protect you from themselves at this time because they don't feel like they are in the position to be able to offer you everything it is that they want. But they do have a very clear vision of you, and it's almost like, I feel like this person has been trying to deny that you are in this future that they envision. And we have the Tower moment coming out here in the Wheel of Fortune. I don't feel like this truth is going to be hidden for long. This does feel like something is going to be happening between the two of you where it's like, I don't know, like this person is going to have to take action towards you. Like something is going to happen that is going to compel this person to take action towards you and also communicate in some way. Maybe not all the way, but they are going to be taking steps towards you. Confirmed with the Three of Wands. Yeah. This person realizes that you two met for a reason. I feel like they're understanding how rare this connection is, or whatever happens between the two of you is going to make this person realize how rare this connection actually is. Like it feels like a possession thing almost. We have the Moon, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Cups, ooh, and the Ten of Swords. Now, there might be something that you're even working through, yeah, with the Temperance, but you are being led to something greater for yourself, a greater sense of peace as well. There's a lot of depth to this person's feelings for you. There's also a lot of like shadow activation is what's coming through. So this could have to do with insecurities, loss of some sort, feeling lost, like feeling left out, feeling abandonment wounds is also what's coming through. But we do have the Ace of Cups and the Temperance. So ultimately, whatever journey you are on, you are being led to this place of feeling fulfilled in love, of feeling like you have found safety with another, like within another, and also feeling like you just have so much to give. It's like one of those connections where you both just pour so much into each other that you just never run out of love. Like you don't feel drained, you don't feel sad, you don't feel all of these woundings that you felt previously. This, I feel like, is kind of what lurks underneath, or maybe something that you're currently working through. But this doesn't feel like something that you have to necessarily work through alone. And while this person may not have absolutely everything that it takes to, it's like they can't be the one to save you. They can be with you they can support you. They have what it takes to be that support system, but ultimately you have to be the one to save you. Like, you have to be the one that decides, you know what, I do deserve to be loved better. You know what, I do deserve to be treated this way. You know what, I am worthy of having a love that loves all of me and not just pieces of me. And we do have the Ace of Wands. So maybe this is a truth that you're currently surrendering to. And that's what's even allowing this love connection to come together. My dear soul, before you leave, stay with me for just one more moment. If these words stirred something inside your heart, if they brought tears to your eyes, peace to your spirit, or hope to a place that has been hurting for far too long, then this message was meant for you. Right now, place your hand over your heart and declare these words with faith. I am chosen by God. I am deeply loved. I am not forgotten. What is meant for me will find me. My heart is being prepared for the love and blessings heaven has already written for my life. Say it again, and then say it one more time. Let every word sink into the places where fear once lived. Let it reach the wounds you rarely speak about. Let it silence the voice that told you you were not enough, not worthy, or that your time had passed. Because it has not passed. God still sees you. He still hears every prayer you whisper in the darkness. He still collects every tear you cry when no one else is watching. He still knows the desires hidden deep within your heart. And even now, he is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. Hold on a little longer. The chapter you are living is not the end of your story. What feels delayed is not denied. What seems impossible is still possible with God. The love, healing, restoration, and breakthrough you have been praying for are closer than you think. If this message touched your soul, please share it with someone else. Somewhere, someone is carrying a heavy burden today. Someone is losing hope. Someone is wondering if God has forgotten them. Your share may be the very reminder they need to keep believing. And if you feel led in your spirit to support this mission of sharing God's love and encouragement with the world, you can do so through a super thanks. Whether it is $5, $10, $20, or any amount God places on your heart, know that every gift helps these messages reach souls who desperately need hope. May God bless every giver abundantly. May He multiply your kindness, open doors no one can shut, heal what has been broken, and answer the prayers you have carried for so long. May His favor surround you, His peace fill your heart, and His love guide every step ahead. Thank you for being part of this growing family of faith. Together, we are reminding the world that no soul is forgotten, no prayer is wasted, and no child of God walks alone. There are seasons in life that don't feel like seasons at all. They feel permanent. They feel like the weather has simply decided to stop changing like the gray settled in one morning and quietly unpacked its bags and made itself at home inside your chest. And you adjusted the way people do. You learned to function inside the weight of it. Learn to smile at the right moments. Learn to say, I'm fine, with enough conviction that most people believed you. Maybe you even believed yourself sometimes. But something is shifting now. Not loudly, not with the dramatic fanfare that you might expect from a change this significant. It's more like the air in the room has changed quality. The way you can feel a storm approaching before a single cloud appears in the sky. Something in the atmosphere around your life has turned. And the word that keeps surfacing, the one that refuses to be ignored, is momentum. Something is coming fast, and it is coming specifically for you, not for everyone around you. Not as some general tide that lifts all boats equally. This feels personal in the way that very few things in life actually are. Like the universe has been quietly working on something in the background, arranging, aligning, adjusting the smallest details, and it is almost ready to deliver it directly into your hands. And what is it delivering? Validation. Not the shallow kind. Not a compliment from a stranger or a moment of temporary recognition. The deep kind. The kind that reaches back through time and touches every moment you doubted yourself. Every moment you wondered if you were reading the situation correctly. Every moment someone made you feel like your instincts were wrong, or your feelings were too much, or your standards were unreasonably high. You were not wrong. You were not too much. Your standards were not unreasonable. You were just ahead of the moment. And the moment is finally catching up. There's something about the way this is coming through that feels almost like a held breath being released. Like a version of you that has been quietly waiting, patient, watchful, not giving up but not fully exhaling either, is about to finally breathe out. Because the thing you hoped for, the thing you tucked away in the quieter parts of yourself because hoping too loudly felt dangerous, is actually on its way. A wish is coming true. And I don't mean that in a small, figurative sense. Something you genuinely desired, something you may have even stopped letting yourself want openly because disappointment had taught you to want things quietly, is arriving. Not because luck randomly decided to look your direction, but because of something you've been building, something you've been becoming, something you've been choosing over and over again, even when it was hard. You are about to receive what you are actually owed. But let's slow down here for a moment, because there's something worth sitting with before we move forward. You came from somewhere difficult.
Maybe it wasn't dramatic. Maybe from the outside, it even looked normal. But inside the walls of where you grew up, inside the emotional atmosphere of the people who raised you, there was fear. There was worry that lived in the air like humidity. Thick, constant, impossible to fully escape. The people around you moved through life bracing for the worst, expecting things to go wrong, treating hope like a luxury they couldn't afford. And you were in the middle of all of that. Young, absorbing everything, learning the emotional language of the people around you, whether you chose to or not. But here is the part that matters. Here is the part that actually defines you. You saw through it. Even then, even young, even surrounded by that fog of fear and anxiety and smallness, something in you refused to believe that was the whole story. Something in you kept looking for the window, kept believing against all available evidence, signs that there was more to life than surviving it. That quality, that stubborn, quietly radical insistence on hope is not nothing. It is, in fact, everything. And it is one of the primary reasons that what is coming to you and not someone else. Because here is the insight that changes the shape of this entire story when you really let it in. Goodness is not passive. Purity of heart is not weakness. The fact that you genuinely do not wish harm on other people, that even when you've been hurt, even when you had every right to harden, you chose not to, is an active force in your life. It moves things, it opens door, it returns to you in forms you don't always immediately recognize. You have been quietly accumulating something. Not wealth, not status, not the external markers that the world tends to reward loudly. Something more durable than any of those things. And the return on that accumulation is beginning to arrive. What you put into this world is coming back. And it is coming back with interest. Now here is where the story shifts, because there is another dimension to you than that deserves to be named. You are not only soft, you are not only open and warm and generous with your heart. There is another side, sharp, self-possessed, deeply in control, that exists in perfect tension with the tenderness. You have both, and the people who have underestimated you, who looked at your warmth and mistook it for vulnerability, who assumed your gentleness meant you could be managed or overlooked or dismissed, they are about to find out who they were actually dealing with. The image that comes is someone who was afraid and then quietly stopped being afraid. And in that moment of no longer being afraid became something entirely different, not aggressive, not reactive. Something more dangerous than either of those things. Someone who knows exactly what they're doing and is no longer apologizing for it. You are playing chess now. No. No. And you have been studying the board for longer than anyone realized. And then there is this person. The one whose feelings are far deeper than what they've allowed you to see. They have been performing calm. They have been presenting you with the composed, measured, carefully managed version of themselves. The version that doesn't let too much show, that keeps things light enough to maintain control over how exposed they feel. And underneath that performance, something else entirely is happening. Their feelings for you are more intense than anything they have communicated. They have been trying, genuinely, earnestly trying, to picture a future that doesn't include you, to draw a version of their life forward in their mind where you are not present in it. And every time they try, something refuses to cooperate. You keep appearing. Not because they put you there intentionally, but because you have settled into some part of their imagination that they no longer have full authority over. That is not a small thing. That is actually one of the most honest things a person experience the moment they realize that someone has moved into them without asking permission and without any clear way to be removed. They are withholding the truth right now. Not out of cruelty. There is something almost heartbreaking about why they don't feel worthy of what they want to give you. They can see with total clarity what they want this to be. They can see you in their future in a way that is specific and vivid and real. And precisely because it means that much, they are terrified of offering it before they feel capable of delivering it fully. So they stay quiet, they play it cool, they keep just enough distance to feel safe while staying close enough that they don't have to let go. But that distance is shrinking. Something is coming, a moment, a realization, a circumstance that is going to make staying quiet impossible. This person is going to have to move toward you. Not because they finally found the perfect moment, but because the alternative, continuing to pretend they don't feel what they feel, is going to become unbearable. And when they do, something is going to become undeniable to both of you. The rarity of this. The fact that what exists between you is not something that can be replicated or replaced or quietly set aside and forgotten. They are beginning to understand that. Whatever happens next will make it completely clear. But here is where I need to speak to you directly, because this part matters more than anything else. You cannot outsource your own rescue to this person or to anyone. They can walk beside you. They can show up with warmth and steadiness and a genuine desire to be your support. They have that capacity and they are willing to use it. But the most important thing happening right now is not actually about them. It is about the decision you are making or moving toward making within yourself. The decision to believe fully, not as a performance, not as something you say because it sounds right, that you deserve to be loved completely, not in pieces, not selectively, not in the careful, rationed way that people love when they're afraid of what wholeness costs, but entirely, without conditions attached to your worthiness. The moment you surrender to that truth, really surrender to it, let it settle into the parts of you that have been quietly arguing against it for years. It's the very moment this love connection has the room it needs to arrive properly. You have been the one holding the door, and you are finally beginning to open it. What is waiting on the other side of that door is not what past love looked like. This is not the connection that empties you, not the one that leaves you monitoring your own emotions, editing yourself, giving more than you receive, and telling yourself that's just what love costs. This is the other kind. The kind where both people pour freely and neither one runs dry. Where being loved doesn't feel like a negotiation or a performance or a test you might fail. Where it simply feels like safety. Like known and still chosen. Like arriving somewhere after a very long journey and realizing with a quiet shock that this is actually what home feels like. You are not at the end of something. You are at the beginning. The real beginning, not the kind dressed up with false starts and almost thirds, but the genuine, solid, built to last kind. The preparation is coming to a close. The waiting has almost served its purpose. And everything you have survived, everything you have chosen, every moment you decided to remain soft when the world gave you every reason to harden, it has been leading here. The good part is not somewhere far away on the horizon. It is arriving. Right now. For you, get ready.